Rock over London, rock on Chicago, Northwest Airlines. We mean business in Chicago. Alright, okay, something new for today, bringing you massive value, as I would say. So, what do I got to talk about today? It's going to be making money from your thoughts, because from what I can see, it's a fascinating world out here, and there's a lot going on that is not apparent from the five senses. So before you write this off, I would have to say this is a very powerful approach. It's transformed thousands of lives. But if you write it off, it's never going to work for you. So if that's what you want to do, it's up to you. So before I go into what I'm going to say, if you feel like you get some value off of what you hear today, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. Go ahead and leave some comments or questions if you want to too. So I'm going to start it with the foundation of the teachings. All of this is from the law of attraction, which basically states that like attracts like. So good thoughts are going to bring good things, bad thoughts are going to bring bad things, money thoughts are going to bring money, broke thoughts are going to bring brokenness. So I hope this reaches you at a time when your mind is free and open to understand. So I'm about to lay out the plan. So now that you understand the law of attraction, that principle really is pretty simple. You just want to make sure that you focus your thoughts on what you want. In this case, being money in abundance. And it would state that you're more likely to see these things. The more you've got your thoughts focused, the more likely whatever your thoughts are focused on is going to come into your reality. So I guess the first thing I would have to say is stop focusing on the things that you feel like you lack or don't want. Instead, focus on what you're grateful for. Focus on the things you want to have, right? The more you focus on what you don't want, the more that's likely to come into your reality. And it's not all about just thinking, right? Visualization is a huge part too. So that's just like another step to do what you got to do. Really, visualize yourself, like see yourself doing what you want to be doing. See yourself having what you want to be having, so you can feel it. So you can picture yourself there already, so it feels real, and just get better and better at having that focus, being in that mind space, having that mindset, feeling like that. Alright, so I broke it down pretty simple, but before I get into more, I want to make sure, this is a huge thing, that money is just energy, right? Because I want more money, a lot of people want more money, but it's do I really want more money so I can just look at it, so I can stack paper up to the sky? No, I want money so I can use it to get other things that I want, or to do other things I want to do, have experiences I want to have, start businesses I want to start. So basically, money is just a tool. Money is just a way to create energy, to make things fall into place, to make things happen. So you got to be careful, right? Because I used to have this problem where I'd always be wanting more money, and the money would come and it's I wouldn't know what to do with it. And if you just got the money sitting around doing nothing in the bank, trying to hoard it, that's scarcity. That's not abundance. Really, money is to be used, in my opinion, to put things into motion. It's a way to get energy going, create more energy. So really, just focusing on money is important, but understanding why you're focusing on the money, that's more. So I'd also have to say a lot of people have a lot of negative beliefs about money. Talking about if people have a lot of money, they must have done something wrong to get it, a lot of things like that. And I'm going to say what I found is people are going to have something bad to say whether you're broke or you're rich, right? So why worry about what people say? Because a lot of people are going to say something either way. So really breaking it down, I think that it's important to keep a positive mindset. You got to get rid of any negative beliefs you have about money, because that's just telling your subconscious mind that there's something bad about having money. And then why would your mind work to create the things that you think are bad? So that really all comes down to just feeling like you deserve the money. Whatever you want in life was meant for you, and is trying to seek you out too. Be grateful for the things you already have. Be positive. Be positive about the future things that you want. I was already speaking on this, but I think it's very important, so I bring it up again. All right. So now I'm going to get into really, I think, the part of this that most people fail at, where I myself used to stumble so much back when I first started practicing these teachings, and that's worry and doubt, right? Like, worry and doubt is the opposite of doing what you want to do to create what you want to create. So the more you feed those thoughts of worry and doubt, the less likely the abundance you want will come. And the more likely, like I was saying, more things are going to come at you that are going to cause you to worry and doubt more. Just let go of all worry and doubt. As easy as it is to say, it's very difficult for most people. The main thing that I had a difficulty with this at first was pressure from society. I had a lot of societal pressures that were making me feel like I'm supposed to be worried. People in my life telling me, like, you must be crazy, you're not worried about stuff, like how can you go through life without worrying? And me thinking like, oh, I'm supposed to be worried. Every time I turn on the TV, they're telling me I'm supposed to worry about this. Every time I turn on the radio, they're telling me I'm supposed to worry about that. Every time I look at the internet, they're telling me I'm supposed to worry about something else. And when people get worried around me and I stay calm, instead of looking at me as a leader, they used to look at me in a way of like, what's wrong with me? How come I'm not worried? But now I know, like, right? Like that's a strength. And when other people don't have that strength and you can stay calm when things go down, that causes people to become kind of uncomfortable. And instead of realizing it as a strength, a lot of people are going to come down on you like, what's wrong with you? Why aren't you worried? But at the end of the day, I think that's like the key, is to let go of all worry and doubt. So if you can stay worry free and doubt free, especially when everybody else around you is worried and trying to make you feel like you're supposed to be worried too, that's the key, that's the goal. That's really how to have that major shift take place. And as soon as you can really cultivate that strength, I think you're going to see a lot of things change in your life. Some of it might seem good, some of it might seem bad. But not everything is what it seems at first. Physical appearance is really not all of it. So when things come at you, you don't know if it's good or bad. Really, some things might seem bad, but it turns out to be a blessing. Some things might seem good, turns out to be bad. So that's all going back. You don't have those worries or doubts, and you just let things play. You just let things play out, and you're gonna see. All right, the next thing I want to break down is really taking action, right? Because opportunities that come in life, for the most part, they're not always going to stay there that long, right? I feel like a lot of opportunities will present themselves at the right time, especially if you have an intention, whether it's more money, abundance, whatever it is you want. I think once you have that intention and you start getting on the right thought pattern, you're going to see opportunities are going to come to you. And I think for the most part, when those opportunities come, you got to act on them quick. You can't really sit there and think about it for a while. It's like you got to get good at recognizing opportunities, being enthusiastic about them, and really taking advantage of opportunities when they come. Knowing what a good opportunity is, knowing what a bad opportunity is, knowing when something comes along because it naturally just came to you, or knowing when you're trying to force something because you're just doubting yourself in a rush. All these kind of negative mindsets that will cause people to force an opportunity that's not good. And what I find is when I act on opportunities, when I take risks on opportunities that I think are beneficial to me, then more good opportunities are what I see. So yeah, that's pretty much it for breaking down the basics of how to use your thoughts to create money. for whatever it is you want to create. So yeah, now you know what to do. I would have to tell you that I think the best exercise there is, the best way to start, is really just writing down what you want. You know, having a list of goals. It's pretty simple. You just got to remember. I think the main thing is remembering to review these goals on a regular basis, like a daily basis. So I think the best way to do that is to write these goals down on a piece of paper and carry this piece of paper around with you. And even better than that, carry it in the same place. Alright, so one last thing that I want to say about all this is it's really important to remember. This is all a gradual process, right? Like, you might try it and be like, well, I'm just going to think and feel rich for a day, and like it doesn't happen tomorrow, and it's like, oh, this doesn't work. But that's not how it works. Most people, this does not happen overnight. It gradually happens. And I think when you start to see the benefits, when you be patient, and when you hold these positive thoughts of whatever it is you want, and you slowly get rid of negative thoughts and worry and doubt, that everything is going to start to make more sense. So, you know, it might not be clear right now, but like I'm saying, it's a gradual process. You got to be patient with it. You know, it's like a skill that you learn over time to get good at this. So, just a quick review of what I said. Focus on the abundance. Focus on what you want, not what you don't want. Make sure you have a positive mindset when it comes to what you want. In this case, money. No limiting beliefs. Practice being grateful for the things that you already have, especially when it comes down to what you want. So, you know, if it's money, be grateful the money you've already made, the money you already got. The last one, just go out and do it. Take action. Be inspired about it. Recognize opportunities. It's just a matter of time. So yeah, just remember, it's all about your beliefs and your values, being positive. And that's about all I got to say. Hopefully you got some value off of what I did today. And with no delay, I'm out.